Hello everybody, this is Cap here with the 20th video in my beginner C++ tutorial series. So in this video we are going to be talking about multiple inheritance. But I first want to talk a little bit about the scope resolution operator. So the scope resolution operator is the two colons that we've been using in our .cpp files. So what the scope resolution operator does is it specifies the scope in which we are looking for something. So in our case, we're looking for the car method inside of the scope of car, which is here. So if you didn't have that, it wouldn't know where you were wanting to look for something, which you guys will see why that's so important, not only in your CPP files when you're using a .h file, but as well as in multiple inheritance. So the first thing we're going to do, or well actually the second thing we're going to do, because that was of course the first thing we were going to do, is go to our Solution Explorer. I'll bring it over here, and we're going to right click on our project name, go to Add Class, add, and then we are going to add a truck class. Oop. There we go. Okay, next we are going to add a hybrid class. Alrighty. So let's put that back over there. Okay. Erase that. Erase that. And okay. So now we are going to say that we want the hybrid class to inherit from truck and car. So for that, we're going to have to include the header files for car and truck. Okay, and then down here, just like we did last time with the basic inheritance, we need a colon, and then our access restriction, whatever we want that to be. In this case, we want public car, and then a comma, public truck. And that's how you tell it that you want to inherit from both car and truck. So let's save that, and then of course save that. So now what we want to do, since we have our multiple inheritance here, we actually need to go into our truck.h and have it inherit vehicle. Whoops. Okay. And we'll include vehicle. Okay. So let's go back to our first project.cpp and include hybrid.h. And let's come down here and say hybrid something. S and try to run it. See, we got an error. So let's take a look at what these errors are. So as you can see, we have, or hang on, let me drag it over a little bit more so you guys can see better. See, we have redefinition, undefined, redefinition, undefined. So basically what's happening here is in our classes, none of our H files have header guards, and that is why you need to have your header guards. So if you guys can remember, I'll just show you a little example here in case you guys forgot. You need to do an if in def preprocessor directive, define and then come down here at the end, say indif. Okay, so to save time, I'm just going to pause the video and go ahead and put header files in all of these, or sorry, header guards in all of these. Alright guys, I'm back. So as you can see, I've put header guards in all of our header files. So if we come back here and try to run this again, as you can see, it works without any issues. We don't get any errors. So when you have multiple inheritance like this, what's actually happening is this class, hybrid, is inheriting everything from truck, car, and vehicle, because truck and car both inherit from vehicles. So therefore this will, since this is inheriting truck and car, it will also inherit those methods and data members from vehicle. So if we were to come back here and say something dot set make, say crazy, say that, we will get, as you can see, the compiler flags it. So why is it flagging it? Well, because it's ambiguous. It doesn't know where you're wanting to call it from, because both truck and car would inherit set make from vehicle. So it doesn't know which one you're wanting to call. So this is what I talked about in the concepts video as being called the dreaded diamond. So there's actually a really easy fix to this. We just use the scope operator to let it know which one we want it to use. So we can say car, scope operator, set make, and we're good to go. But you have to remember to keep this theme throughout, which is why you want to really try to avoid this in the first place, because it just adds an extra layer of, you know, complexity to your code that you don't really need. Because we come down here and say something dot truck scope operator. I don't know why it's doing that. And print info. So you can see it didn't print out that the make was crazy. That's because we called it from truck. We called print info from truck. So if we come back here and call it from car, save it, run it, as you can see, it now says that our make is crazy. So that's something you have to watch out for when you have to use multiple inheritance in this way. And I just kind of thought that I would show you guys the kind of errors you'd get with the whole header file thing, just so you know if you see errors like that, to check your header guards. And if you guys like this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. If you've seen a few of my videos and really like them, go ahead and subscribe so you can see when I post new ones. And I will see you guys in the next video.